Hi guys, so today I'm just going to go through the third phalanx of the equine's standard views. Now it's always important to remember that you should put safety first and always wear the protective gear when doing x-rays or radiographs, and make sure your assistants wear the protective gear as well when helping with radiographs. So the third phalanx can have a lot of different problems, including laminitis, fractures, all that jazz. Usually, basically, standard views of the third phalanx include three different views. It includes your lateromedial, dorsopalmar, and dorsoproximal palmarodistal oblique, which can be taken into different ways, either the upright pedal method or the high coronary method. Now, first we're going to look at the lateromedial one. It's a pretty basic one. You put the foot on the hoof on the block right there, and then you center on P3, which is this one here, phalanges 3, and you can sometimes center on the navicular bone as well, but majority of the time we do it on P3. Our second standard view would be our dorsopalmar or plantar dorso view. Now this one's particularly important when it comes to laminitis because it is weight bearing. You can use it to determine the lateromedial hoof balance or imbalance. It's, like I said, very important for weight bearing. You use a horizontal beam, and you make sure that the horse as well stands on the block. In the block, usually you put your cassette or whatever, sometimes behind, depending on the view you take. You center midway between the coronary band and the solar surface, and you do it perpendicular to the lines drawn on the bulbs of the heel. So that one's pretty straightforward. This one's pretty straightforward as well. But then when we move over to the dorsoproximal palmarodistal oblique, remember you don't need a grid for this one. You can take for this one, but this view can be taken in two different ways, either the upright pedal or the high coronary way. So with the upright pedal, inside the block you usually have a bunch of grooves that you can position the hoof in to take the radiographs. The upright pedal one is usually the best one to take because you can see more. You can see better, and it has less distortion compared to the high coronary view. The toe, when we zoom in here, you can see the toe is placed into the groove of the block. The sole is vertical, and the horizontal beam is centered on coronary band and aligned perpendicular. The horizontal beam is centered on the coronary band, and it is aligned perpendicular. We say here's the coronary band. So it'll be aligned perpendicular to where the sole is, and the radiograph would be taken that way. The high coronary band, the high coronary dorsoproximal palmarodistal oblique view is this one. This one's usually taken when the horse is too difficult and refuses to put its toe of its hoof into the groove. This can also be because, it's in pain or whatever, scared to be at the vet, etc., etc. So basically with a high coronary view, the horse would be standing on the actual tunnel, not placing its toe into the groove. The tunnel will contain a cassette, naturally. You'll see some distortion with this view, but the beam is oblique to the cassette. This one, like I said, is used in difficult horses, and the beam is usually angled at 65 degrees to the horizontal. You still, as with this view, you center on the coronary band. And like we said, so those are the standard views when taking radiographs of the third phalanges in the equine. And like we said before, the dorsopalmar one is especially important when it comes to laminitis. With the lateromedial one, you can use that one as well to check capsular or phalangeal rotation with laminitis to see the severity of it. But you would use a pin at the toe and a metal band on the dorsal hoof. But yeah, that wasn't the most difficult section. If you do like it, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.